Well, hello and welcome again to another VIP Member Landed for Success interview. Today, I have the distinct privilege of having a very good friend of mine and someone I've known for some time, based out of the Berkeley, California area, Miss Jayanthi Raj, who recently became a VIP member with our community to share about who she is and how what she has going on can benefit the Landed for Success community. Wait till you hear about this incredible software and platform she's put together to compete with the likeness of Kajabi, Go High Level, Confusionsoft that I call Infusionsoft because it's very confusing and difficult to use. Wait till you hear what she's put together to serve the business community around the US, Canada, and other places. So welcome, Jan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anil. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And we've known each other for maybe, from last year we met and online. And so, yes, I think the one thing I love about what you do is you always encourage my work and you've been part of it. You've introduced me to people and you introduced me to Landed for Success. So I think this is a great forum to be introduced and get to know more folks here and all the
Yes.
professionals and businesses.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, you've met Gordon, so I did a call with you and Gordon. He's currently traveling, so he will be in touch. And I scheduled you to speak to Jay Jayakanthan, one of our founders and developers of Landed for Success and NIF.ca, the Niagara International Film Festival. So thank you for taking time today. I know you're very busy as a developer, programmer, putting everything together and working with your team. So we'll keep this short. So the first question I have for you, Jay, is tell us about who you are. Like, who is Jay Anthi Raj?
yeah, so I should say, firstly, I'm a mom, and an entrepreneur and an immigrant. I've come, I was born and brought up in Chennai in India, southern India, but I moved here more than 23 years ago. So I've been here in the US for a long time now. And I have a wonderful son who goes to UC Berkeley, and that's how I like to introduce myself. The second half is, yes, of course. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I started my entrepreneurial journey after doing my MBA at UCLA Anderson, which I think is a great network to be. I always wanted to be with great people and an amazing network. So that's one of my other networks. And then I started RusbusAi, and I'm the founder and CEO. And yes, so that's a very brief introduction about
Okay.
myself.
Like tell us more about like what do you do for fun? You have any hobbies? What do you do when you're not working? Because I know you're
Yeah.
always in front of your computer screen, you know?
So, yeah, it's a great question. I think as an entrepreneur, I have to say, I mean, especially a tech entrepreneur, because I'm basically a technical person. So I started off as a programmer, and so I take care of all the technical stuff and make sure the team is doing, what they have to do, and I also and give them the direction, and also have to take care of the marketing. So that's the founder and that part of me. But yeah, as soon as I became started a company, honestly, the time that I would have for myself, all my hobbies, it's really shrunk. So I take care of myself very well. I make sure I eat healthy. I exercise, right? That's like me time. And then I try to get my sleep, which sometimes gets compromised. But before this, I want to say my hobbies, and I want to pursue more of it now. I loved badminton, playing I'm like into sports. I love being active always. I love music, so I love singing, and I do try to sing now. I just want to do more karaoke with, meeting friends. I have not had the time, but I do it sometimes. And I like to go to temples. I'm very spiritual that way. So that is one of my like times when I just want to just wind down and relax. So I just go to a temple, take my son, or go with a friend. Really, hobbies. I love to read. I want to read more. So it's like I'm not getting enough time for all my hobbies, but these are all the things. And I want, so again, I also like to dance. So this is a lot on my list of things that I could potentially do if I have more time. But my goal right now is I say that this is Rebus AI is my second baby. I need to focus on it. It's growing now. And
Got
I need
it.
to focus on my baby when it's growing. And then when it's off to the races and I get more time for myself, I can do whatever I want. I think
Good.
that's like really the every entrepreneur dreams that, right? Like we want to work for ourselves, but also the freedom of time and money is kind of what we all aspire. And so we want to get there, all of us.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you trusting me and taking my invitation to be a VIP member of Landed for Success. And I'm sure the Landed for Success community would love to help you make that a reality. So I suggest to take some time and get to know the members and make plans to be at nif.ca if that's in your cards. So the second question I want to ask you is, now that you're a VIP member of Landed for Success, what value or what can you bring to the Landed for Success community? Like, what can you help these business owners with based on what you're currently up to and what you've created? Share that with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Rebus AI, it is for all types of entrepreneurs. Like, you can say it's like a Shopify, if you will. Like Shopify is for like a solopreneur all the way up to enterprise level. So we do have a software very similar, but how are we different? And with our recent upgrade, it's actually very different. Um, what we do is just imagine if you're a spa owner, as an example, or you want to start a spa, right? Like you're a business owner. Again, and if you're looking for platforms, ours is totally AI powered now. That is the change that we made. So what that means is you come in and say, okay, I want to start a spa, or a shop. And then, but you start with, say, a website. So it's literally it'll ask you questions. It's think of ChatGPT built in. It'll ask you questions and it'll build it up for you. So it'll say, okay, you want a website? We'll build up a website for you. And it builds it up. You don't have to sit and think and, you don't have to look at a blank screen, essentially. You're not looking at a blank screen at all. And it's a very step by step and it's all AI driven. So you come in, you get your website going. And next, it'll ask you, okay, what do you want to do now? How do you want to market yourself? And then you say, it asks you, you want to do email marketing or the next step, and do you want to create a video tutorial of your spa so you can start posting? So it's everything built in. So from social media marketing to creating your website to creating courses, it takes you step by step and says, what do you want to do next? And then all they have to do is type it in. It starts creating the content. So there's no more getting stuck. And this is what happens with Kajabi and Go High Level and a lot of them. They have a lot of features, but it gets very clunky and people are confused. So it's great. They provide the tools, but they don't tell them how to necessarily go step by step. And what happens with people is they spend a lot of time marketing and time and money marketing and trying to figure out what marketing looks like for them. And in all of that, they're confused. They lost time and money and they get frustrated. So knowing that all of this is an issue, we revamped our whole product actually, where it takes you step by step. It creates everything with AI, so you don't have to struggle even getting started. And scaling is also easy. Once you get started, then you start, scaling. So, I mean, honestly, we have, I think, covered or hit the basic pain points that most business owners have, whether they're an entrepreneur, they're starting off, or they've started and they want to scale. So that's what the platform is for.
That's powerful. I love how you're addressing a need in the market. And you're right. I mean, as a business owner, I get inundated with what do I do? I don't know how to use social media. I don't know how to do a post. What should I write? What should I say? Who do I send it to? And how do I set up myself powerfully online to get eyes on my business? And there are thousands and millions of people out there that feel the same. So it's really good to know you've designed Rebus AI to take, help someone with the baby steps, help them understand what they got to do, step one, step two, step three, so they don't feel inundated or overwhelmed. And I know there's a support system behind it as well. So I want to recommend to you watching this interview right now to make an effort, reach out to Jayanthi, go into the VIP membership, click her name, her contact information is there, reach out to her, send her a message. She or one of her team will reach out to you to help you customize Rebus AI for your business. Like take action, start working with her, start connecting with her, so she can assist you. And remember, you're talking to the source. She's not remarketing this for some company. She owns Rebus AI. So imagine having direct access to someone like Jayanthi. So thank you for sharing that, Jayanthi. Now, the last question I have for you is you shared about how you're a mom. You shared about how you're a powerful woman up to big things and creating something from zero, living in California, and you're working to have that balance in your life with fitness and social and fun, and at the same time generating wealth. Do you have any words of wisdom for the business owners and Landed for Success community, if you were to give them any piece of advice, what would it be?
I would say being an entrepreneur, I mean, like if you especially if you're starting off, or if you've started but you've not scaled enough and you're stuck, because all of us get in that we will get through that or hit that phase. I think the most important is to surround yourself with the right team, building the right team, because you cannot do it alone. And also the team should be they should be reliable, like trustworthy. And you don't want to it's like I like to hire. I think they say hire slow, fire fast. And you learn that over time. It's like, okay, you don't, and if somebody brings down your efficiency, you don't want to work with them. So for me, it's like building the right team so that work gets done, even if I'm not there around sometimes, right? As a mom, maybe I get busy with my son, which I do sometimes. So you want to build a really good network and even support system, whether it's your family, whatever, build that really solid and get all the help you need and get the right help. See, that's the other thing. Like sometimes you want to go get looking for marketing and other thing, and you're like, again, people charge you tons of money. They don't do the work. So it is a lot of learning you do, but stay consistent and keep pushing. There's no other way to say it. Like if you say it's over, it's game over as an entrepreneur, it's over. But if you say, you know what, there's a problem, let's look at what solutions are there and let's go after it. That's what I do. I get 100 problems a day sometimes. But then I look at, okay, what do I need to solve the most important problems for me to get to the next level, right? I don't just stop. So that's one thing with me. I don't stop. I just keep going. I'm like, okay, I hit problem one. And I go after the most important. I could have 100 things on my list. I just pick the three most important things which I want to address today, which would help me even tomorrow or this week. So it's like prioritizing what's most important, whether it's family, whether it's work, your health, whatever. I prioritize that's very important. And I go after the most important things. And I try to work with with the people who bring me value. It has to be mutual. It cannot be just one way. It has not worked for me. So
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And one thing you forgot to mention, and I want everybody to be aware of, Jayanthi has been bootstrapped the entire time. So she's been building her software and platform from her own pocket. Maybe now she has investors and people throwing money at
not
her.
yet.
Well,
Not yet.
yeah,
Yes, I would
but we can
say.
attract that, right? So that's why I said maybe. I didn't say for sure. So have a conversation with her. Maybe you could participate. Maybe you can assist her, helping her level up, being part of Landed for Success, because as she said nicely, it's important for her to connect with the right people. And even I, when I first met her, I right away thought of what value I can bring her. I even encouraged her to become a member of Landed for Success. So I'm doing my best to contribute to her so it frees her up more so she can live the life she loves and enjoys and still bring a powerful product to the market that can serve thousands and millions of people. So please make the effort to reach out to her. Jayanthi, thank you for your time today, sharing what you did. You're an awesome human being.
Thank you.
And I enjoy our conversations and working together. So I'm looking forward in the days ahead to bringing you more people that can add value to what you have going on. And as I mentioned, helping you level up and you as well, helping them level up in their life and their business. So thank you for your time today.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, Anu. Thank you for this interview. Thank you.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.